Welcome to our final game on Miramar for tonight, everybody. It's Thursday, the 9th of February, 2023. You're watching the PUBG EU Pro Scrims. My name is Jorisar. I hope you guys have done a wonderful job of hanging around and watching tonight. Although, frankly, with entertainment this good, it's quite easy with so many fantastic teams in the lobby, including some PUBG partner teams as well. We've got Soniqs here, our guest stars from North America, mixing it up in the European lobby to try and get as many points as they can in scrims this evening, maybe trying a couple of things out as well. Different playing path for game number 3. 9 to 3 o'clock, give or take. How are you all doing this evening? Thank you very much again to Divine for the raid earlier on, and to everyone who has subbed so far. Much appreciated. You don't have to sub, of course. You can use the Creator Appreciation Program to go ahead and help me out without actually spending a penny yourself. We're going to be asking Dragon Pump a couple of questions. No, we're not. No, we're not. We're just going to casually divert toxic players. We'll be able to get these cars. We're all good. Let's see what else is going on. Duffy's got a... Oh, hello, El Azahar Circle. Cool. Cool. So, 3 games on Miramar. 3 relatively different circles. It's going to be interesting indeed. Relatively happy with this. Of course, Austrian Force, once again, are going to be moving... I mean, so far away. But I feel like they are almost used to it by now, if I'm being honest. Solo going into Los Leones, but not in such a way to make the woo bat eyelids. We should be good. What else have we got going on? Why is everyone just being nice? No big crashes. It's almost like they take the scrim seriously or something and want to simulate competitive environments, right, guys? Oh dear, doing very well. So things are pretty relaxed. Got some people in cars already.
Oh.
Whoa.
Oh, 180-meter barrel spray. Oh, my.
That's Matthias. I had you on in the background. What happened there? Hello. Well, that's the most interesting shout out you're going to get in chat today. That's for sure. Listening to the sound of your own voice. I must have had your, I think I loaded you up to follow you on Twitch, and something must have happened to, to unmute. I'm not even sure what's going on. But whatever, we'll take it. Might as well get it done now, 3 minutes into the game, when everything is nice and chill. What have you guys been up to? And are there any exciting plans for the weekend as well? Is kind of what I want to ask you guys. What's going on Friday, Saturday, Sunday for you lot? AfterAlt getting dangerously close to question mark. 2 members of question mark in and around here. They're more interested in getting into vehicles by the looks of things, rather than try and get there, which is, I genuinely think, is quite benevolent of them, because I believe they would have gotten maybe 1 knock if they wanted to go after AfterAlt here. A doozy now almost being chased by Hibako and Danimon. They're not going to turn around and shoot now, unless they decide to move properly into each other. Remember, this circle centered on El Azahar, and this is the race to sort of come in from the east side to try and get maybe some of the compounds on the north side. We'll have to wait and see. MTB, in the meantime, one of the teams that are significantly further away. Austrian Force, nowhere close still, so they're very happy to be the last team in by the looks of things this game as well. I saw some shots fired, but it looks like it's Booga just kind of chilling out. We are all good. NaVi have taken a single compound, all 4 of them. Now, none of these big wide 2-2 splits here, guys. And part of the reason for this is because when you have plane paths that mean relatively few players are in circle and lots of people have to push in, it's more likely that someone gets crashed somewhere. Like this. PCIFIC Esports could well get crashed by win or die right now. They're thinking about it. They could stop. They could go. They're going to stop. Iron Deep goes down without too much trouble for win or die. It looks like there's one more member, though. Crosscow, who featured heavily last game as well. We'll keep that thought, guys, and talk about it in just a sec once the fight is over. But Crosscow at the moment continuing to provide a little bit of resistance. All 4 members of win or die are here, though. So it looks like they're not pushing into him yet. Let's have that conversation one more time. So it's more likely that crashes like this happen when all teams are basically rushing in from outside of circle. For that reason, things like 2-2 splits become even more dangerous than usual. Here come the flashbangs. Hiruzen miscalculates one of them, unfortunately, and gets flashed himself. That's a potentially fantastic grenade. Down to 30 HP. Crosscow. Really good trade, actually, on 30 HP. Still able to get the knockdown onto Hiruzen, but that is going to be the extent of their resistance. Win or die. Well, for this fight at least, they're going to win. Noxy up on the cliff, not really going to be able to do too much. I'm interested, though, in this Entropic fight. NaVi seem to be in a little bit of a bother. Entropic have the high ground. And they've gotten the first knock as well. Not the kind of position they're super comfortable in. They'll move further. I feel like they're going to back off now. I feel like there's that mutual respect, that initial skirmish that basically said, look, no one's actually going to go for squad wipe here. Soniqs into Al Azahar itself. We'll see if Shrimsy decides to take any of these buildings or if he's just swapping out vehicles due to fuel or similar and wants to go back out. It looks like they might be chilling out here for a while, guys. Maybe the police station? Soniqs are going to stake their claim on Al Azahar. Okay, so you don't typically see teams go into cities until they're forced to, like you saw on Los Leones earlier tonight. But Soniqs there, maybe a little bit of a gamble, saying it's relatively safe because we can protect our vehicle tires. Let's go ahead and hop in here and see what happens. Curious to see how this turns out for them. Oh, no. MTB, Twisted Minds, relatively close to each other. Not inside a compound already. I think this isn't exactly an MVP kind of position. Tries to go for the last second revive onto Perfectix in the smoke. Spyro isn't going to make it. Twisted Minds down one. Lou has already got 1 kill to his name. Not helped by this third partyage coming in from, I think that's Stardust and Celtic. MTV have backed off just a little bit. I think this was accidental. And both teams are very happy to back off after that initial skirmish. That's all I can really think of happening here. Twisted Minds shooting MTB as they move away, but realistically, not going to be doing much shooting back. Junzi giving it a go, but actually getting very low on ammo there on the Mini 14. Only about 30 spare bullets left. We'll go ahead. Do a little bit more looting. Bombilovo, very close to toxic players. Unlikely to be a full-on fight. Soon we see what the circle does next. Austrian Force do make it in. As you can see, they've traveled all the way from Alcantara to just east of water treatment. And everybody now awaiting what happens in phase 2. Here we go. Almost a perfect donut. So That, unplayable, out. Water, out. I don't think the teams are going to be that upset with this at all. I feel like of all the possible circles, this is one of the more tame ones. We should be good to go here for Austrian Force. Vashku and Silas have already spotted that this compound on the edge is okay. MTB, or what remains of them. Oh, they've only lost Nailcop, to be fair. They're 3. I thought they were 2 for a second. But they are properly sending it very, very early on. Eski and the Murado. Looks like CTR and Junzi are going to be in... I think they're both on a 2-man bike. Do a quick check. Are they? Well, one of them is anyway. No, Junzi's out there. Okay, Junzi's nowhere close. And I don't know how much I like hanging around in this little bowl. I mean, it's okay, but when there's 67 people left alive and there's this much ground to cover, it's okay, but I would be so nervous, is all I'm going to say. I would be so nervous. FaZe Clan taking the scenic route. Austrian Force very close by here. Misa might even be able to get shots off onto Gustav. Syla now getting shot at. And a couple more shots would make this very tricky indeed. Dragon Pub with the headshot. Does Misa respond or does Misa let them go? Looks like he's going to let them go. Are the rest of Austrian Force going to collapse onto Silas? Zocker comes in by the looks of things. He's going to be one coming in for the revive. And the rest of Austrian Force are going to be asking, look, is anyone from FaZe Clan rushing in to go for the kill? Oh, I think they might be now. All right, Austrian Force, what have you got? Dragon Pup is very, very publicly going for it here. Bashku needs to get a knock or two from range, but with the 2x on the Mini 14, Dragon Pump successfully stops him from doing so, and that knock onto Vashku from 762 is huge. Zocker and Silas won't be able to do much else here. That grenade is excellent, takes both of them out, and it's now only Misa left for Austrian Force. What looked like a potentially good rescue operation has gone horribly wrong, and FaZe Clan comfortably take this fight. Misa's going to have to lick his wounds and head elsewhere. He has got a car in the garage. He's going to be able to run. He's outside of next zone as well, so we'll have to do so relatively quickly. We'll need to go south for the winter. And it looks like he will just about be able to avoid having to deal with FaZe Clan. They're going very far out into the blue just to make sure that none of these shots can actually follow him. That's not who I meant to follow. I meant to follow NaVi because NaVi and Soniqs are getting into a little bit of a tussle. Right here in the middle of town, it looks like two teams had the same idea. High risk, high reward to go into El Azahar so early. And Soniqs do not look like they want to give this up too easily. With the X-ray vision, it was easy to spot someone in front of Huynh, but without the X-ray vision, there's no way he could have seen that. Soniqs on the outside, NaVi on the inside of this two-story. These two stories, I should say. Neither side really wanting to give any information away. Primal also coming into El Azahar. Ah, that's because we have had a southern shift. It's a 5 o'clock shift here. MTB and Win or Die also coming into El Azahar, but on the complete opposite end of town. Leosh looking for purchase here to try and get Eski. I mean, with the first knock, thanks to that grenade, shouldn't be too much more difficult. CTR is down. Eski looking for an angle. By the caravan, gets 2. That's Extends down, as well as Leosh. Eski doing a fantastic job here for MTB Esports. And he has to. It's only him and CTR left. Throws the grenade, instantly goes for the revive. And where is the rest of Win or Die? They are too far away, and they're in a fight with Twisted Minds as well. Batulans is down. Can the rest of Win or Die make it over here safely? Maybe they can. Maybe they've escaped the clutches of blue, and all they have to do is run. Extends down. Here come the frag grenades raining in. Eski gets hit with one. Not the second, though. And we've got a part 2 to this fight. Goose Yara coming in on the flank. Oh, no. Misses the first couple of bullets from the spray. And CTR makes him properly pay for it. Hyruzen coming in with the trade. Last surviving member of Win or Die versus last surviving member of MTB. There is no clean winner in this fight. That Molotov getting dangerously close. CTR's going to continue with the revive. Just about makes it in. A second Molly's going to come in. Good flashbang. Very good flashbang. That's CTR down. Hyruzen very much keeping this fight alive. Into the shack, but I feel like he has to push out onto Eski now. He doesn't want to give them time to heal. Doesn't want to give them time to revive. Flashbang out. Fantastic. Will it be enough? Thinks they're in the corner, but they're not. Good flash, but it's not enough. MTB Esports finishing off Win or Die. Eski will be able to get the revive onto CTR, and then they instantly get wasted thanks to Lou coming in with the third party. Twisted Minds, one player left. FaZe Clan eliminated from this game. Some very, very strange urban endings going on here. UgaBuga as well. Right in the middle of the woo. Looks like they're doing okay. They've only lost Beamy, but what an amazing spray from Biestolosh out the window. What? There was a hole. There was a hole in the door. He closed the door. There was a hole in the door, and he missed the shots with the hole in the... I don't even know what happened there. The point is, Booga, ladies and gentlemen, will be able to get both of their teammates revived. So Vod, T-Bone, and Beamy will be able to continue as a trio in this game. That was a messy fight, to say the least. Next circle is a 2 o'clock hard shift. So suddenly, the team's inside Al Azhar. The gamble hasn't paid off. Soniqs and NaVi would have been very happy to just chill here for quite a while. And now they're facing the prospect of having to leave here, possibly as early as Phase 5. And they've got Primal and Austrian Force for company not too far away as well. Soniqs have lost Tiggleton and nobody else. NaVi down to 2. 2 members of Primal almost like in successive seconds actually get knocked inside town. Very tricky when there's high ground all around as well. Toxic players and Sumo Jabs having a different conversation. Primal are basically taking on 3 different teams at once here. I feel like that's the source of the implosion, really. That was weird. Very weird indeed. Toxic players coming in now. The hunt for the last member of Primal. But Solo have got words to say about that. NaVi trying to hold on. Gets the point at least. Here comes the rest of the team. Blazor moving in very quickly indeed. Cooking the nade. And it still goes too far, unfortunately. Blazor with the reply underneath the vehicle. Looks like it's going to be good. I think it's going to be good. We're not going to wait and find out because the headshot is good enough from the M4. Toxic players eliminating Primal here in game number 3. April is down, but will get res, so they will be able to continue as a duo. Oh, not again. Oh, Stardust. Oh, you make me anxious. It's the YOLO send, and it doesn't work when you have players from question mark, players of this caliber in the vicinity. Absolutely rinsed en route, and Dogs is going to have to go a different way. I'm honestly most interested in this Soniqs NaVi fight when they come out of Al Azhar. That's going to be rough. Lou as well. 3 damage a second, just chilling on the outside of zone 4. Oh my god! And we are going out of Al Azhar. Al and Oil are happy. Booger are going to have... There's no way they can stay that split. And poor Lou. I mean, what on earth can you put... Oh, wait, he's got 25 first aids. Can we look at that number on the bottom of your screen? He's got 25 first aids. Lou's got this planned out, folks. Oh my god, he's got this planned out. He's coming for everybody. Dogs's taking Soniqs by surprise. Question mark taking him by surprise. Good grenade. A little bit long, unfortunately. Shrimsy coming in to try and finish it early. Fantastic flashbang. That's going to be it for Stardust. Dogs's goes down. Lou, 22 for... I can't believe this. Truly, he has a twisted mind. 5 damage a second. I don't even care. I've got first aids, brew. Don't even worry about it. Buga on the south side trying to take out the last 2 remaining members of Toxic Players. That's April and Blazor. They essentially have them surrounded on the high ground as well. But if they lose one to a third-party DMR shot or 2, it's going to hurt them quite a lot. And I think that's why they've decided to just make their way back a little bit for now. T-Bone's in a relatively safe position because they know there's no one in that hot dog compound. If there was, T-Bone would be in trouble. So Booga know what they're doing here. Toxic Players still have some work to do. And Soniqs maybe overstaying their welcome a little bit in Al Azahar. Feel like once they knew they had to move out, they decided to stay and fight it out with NaVi. It's compromising the rest of the game. Beautiful headshot onto Example. Alia, though, is going to finish them off. That Soniqs eliminated. We are now into our top 10 proper. NaVi need to think of a way in. Lou, just checking. 20 first aid. We're fine, guys. Don't even worry about it. Easy game. Easy life. Question mark are the gatekeepers now. They know that someone's coming out of Al Azahar. Toxic Players get eliminated by Solo. Remember... we were talking about them being surrounded on the south side. They tried to rotate further in. Unfortunately, that took them straight into Solo instead of Booga. There's someone being carried right there. Sayari gets knocked. Bombilova will get the trade. Will it be enough? It will be. Beamy gets taken out by a doozy, though. So Team Solo aren't the ones to grab that point, unfortunately. Vod and T-Bone still alive. The pair of Brits. Let's see what they can do. Flashbangs out. Going for the flank. T-Bone's is long gone. T-Bone is long gone, guys. 8 teams left alive. So we have now got... Oh, no! Lou! You had... No! Lou, how could you? You had 18 first aid still to use. You were going to be alive for another 12 minutes. What's happened there? Never mind. Bombilova goes down for Team Solo. So Booga... can now comfortably wait. Example is going to use the Lou strategy, but he's only got 4 first aids. It's not quite as effective as 19 now, is it? Oh my god. This is rough. 8 damage a second. Easy as you like. They're going to be saying, guys, it's phase 6. It's taking so long. Surely this is it. Hoba is holding out. He's waiting. But the honest truth is they don't expect Example to be here now. And guess what? In 6 seconds, we get to do it all again. Example is now out of first aids. I wouldn't go into the blue if I were you. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. He wants to do this as slowly as humanly possible, and I do not blame him one bit. AfterAlt coming in on Booga. I say coming in on Booga. Slightly interesting execution there. Vard, actually, to be fair, on the roof of the building, gives himself maximum visibility, but also means the maximum number of other players can see him. Not good when there are so many other teams in the server as well. Smokes out to prevent AfterAlt from pushing in too hard. He's got 4 kills on his lonesome at the moment, and a double barrel shotgun could add to that tally. Bard waiting for the push in. It hasn't come. That's mainly because Danny Mon has been knocked from elsewhere. After all, they're saying, look, we pushed in. We need to make this count. But we're taking too long. If Booga were a full 4-man squad right now, they'd be pushing out. And the problem is question mark are coming in from the other side. I feel like they've heard some of this activity and they've decided they want in on the action. They're certainly thinking about it. Vard gets the first knock onto Klim. Again, playing this very defensively. T-Bone trying to come and clean up. Oh, Oh, so close to making that work. But Hibako gets the trade onto T-Bone, and I feel like the days are now numbered for VOD. Let's wait and see. Flashbangs out. S12K for VOD now as well. 20 hit points in a dream. T-Bone is about to bleed out. UgaBuga very much down to a solo here. Smokes out. VOD holding the stairs. And he's outside of phase 7. Brutal. Question mark. Are essentially holding everybody out right now. Oh no, Hoba. Oh, example. Example, you dirty, dirty boy. Hoba doesn't know. Oh, you dirty, dirty boy. How have you done this? The spirit of Lou very much lives on in this game, ladies and gentlemen. Oh me, oh my. Alan Oil out in the open, very spread out. Example sees that and goes, okay, they clearly control a lot of space and no one's shooting them. Bad idea to engage. I'm going to have to rotate south instead. Very smart. Lucarux, I am one with the bush. The bush is with me. I am one with the bush. The bush is... Oh! Hoo, hoo, hoo. That was as close as you like. NEQ came to within a hair's breadth of running over Lucarux. Example gets found by Aduzi. Aduzi, you're ruining all our fun. You are straight up ruining all our fun. Here comes Lucarux getting the knock onto Feynotto. Risking the ire of Alan Oil. Gets a second. Down to 10 HP. Party Beetle on the left. Can't quite make it stick. And Tropic eliminated, but not before downing 2. NEQ and Feynotto both down. Will Feynotto be able to get rezzed? He cannot. So the damage has been done, and Dante's come in. Very happy to play cleanup here. Question marker absolutely mopping up. They're up to 10 kills, and all 4 of them are alive. That's it. Alan Oil eliminated as well. Just that quick. And it's now straight up 4v4. Question mark versus AfterAlt. If AfterAlt thought things were relatively quiet, they aren't anymore. Hoba gets the initial knock onto Hibako. Danny Monainen not close enough to deal with it, unfortunately. Only 2 kills to their name, but they can make it 6 if they defeat question mark now. Einen trying to crouch jump. There we go, and use the window. Try and peek, but the fact is, Phil First has already seen that angle, so you might as well just peek there. Great preemptive shot. Unfortunately, he gets headshot as well. 28 seconds left to go, and look at this beautiful line that question mark are holding right now. I mean, AfterAlt, they need to make something work here, and I don't know what. They're going to have to use all of their smokes, possibly even in 2 different channels. They need the first knock. They need good utility usage. A lot has to go their way, and Danimon is saying, that's fine. I'll start off the account with a headshot. Phil First very much on the flank, and as a result, very difficult for question mark to revive. So AfterAlt frankly, we're in a low percentage situation earlier, but they are doing what they have to do to even the odds. Hoba spotted by Danimon should be able to radio that position into his teammates. What can Dante and Aduzi do? I feel like Dante will probably be looking for the trade here. Phil First still has so much in the way of HP. Maybe they can go for the revive here and reset the fight. No, never mind. He's been seen by Hibako. That potential avenue just got shut down hard. If Dante gets Ainen, that could be impetus for question mark to tighten the net. Remember, AfterAlt are still the ones that need to move into question mark, not the other way around. So even though it's 3v4, question mark are far from out of this. I'm not even sure if AfterAlt have the advantage here. Yes, it's 3v4, but... Oh, they will if they get another knock onto Dante, that's for sure. Delicately poised. Danimon, close but not close enough. 33 damage initially, and now AfterAlt are absolutely pushing in here. That's a fantastic grenade close to a doozy. It does 40-something damage. They have to push in hard, and they have to do it now. They realize their position isn't great if they slow push it. So they're going to come in quickly. Question mark, forced to trade utility. Forced to trade space for time. Dante gets Danimon. This is the downside of AfterAlt not finishing the fight quickly. They're coming in, though. High risk, high reward. Ainen has to move back out. Klim a little bit too far away to make it count at the moment. Hibako, though, should be able to see Dante as soon as he comes around the side. Gets the head on a doozy. If he gets a headshot off here, Hibako can absolutely swing this fight properly in AfterAlt's favor. I love the fact that they did this so aggressively, but a doozy has handled that extremely well. 2 members of AfterAlt down now, and it's only Ainen up. Danimon on his knees. So is Klim. So is Hibako. And Ainen finally capitulates to Hoba. 15 kills. Question mark will take home the chicken dinner here. What an exciting final fight here in game number 3 of tonight's scrims.